There was a change in her. At first, it was so faint I could almost pretend it wasn't there. But deep down, I felt it. Something in her was slipping away, and a woman I once knew was becoming a stranger before my eyes. It started quietly. Late nights at the office. Conversations that felt half-hearted. And then the text messages. Messages that were clearly never intended for me. I kept asking myself the same question over and over. Do you listen to the unease twisting in your chest? Or do you bury it so deep it can't torment you? For months, I chose denial. I convinced myself I was just imagining things, desperate to believe our marriage was fine. But the gap between us kept widening, and the truth kept pressing harder. I couldn't go on like this. I needed answers, even if those answers shattered me. That's when desperation pushed me to hire a private investigator. Looking back, I can see the warning signs were there long before I admitted them. When Sarah landed her new job, we both celebrated. She glowed with pride and excitement, and I was proud of her. But gradually, that light in her shifted into something I didn't recognize. The woman who once laughed with me over dinner now seemed distant, even when she sat right next to me. I didn't want to be that insecure husband, the one who doubts, who questions, who accuses. So I swallowed my worries. But the nights at work grew longer. Her phone never left her hand, and whatever flashed across that screen mattered more than anything I had to say. Work events became excuses to stay out late, and I couldn't shake the feeling that closed doors were hiding things from me. One evening, I left work earlier than usual and thought I'd surprise her. Instead, I surprised myself. She was sitting there, staring at her phone, smiling, not the smile she used to give me. This one was softer, private, meant for someone else. It cut straight through me. When I asked, she brushed it off, said a coworker needed advice. I wanted to believe her, but doubt gnawed at me. Every night, I lay awake wondering if I was losing my grip or finally seeing things clearly. And then came the name, Alex. At first, I ignored it. Just another coworker, I told myself. But it kept coming up, tied to late nights, weekends, projects. Piece by piece, the puzzle built itself until I couldn't deny it anymore. That was the breaking point. I needed the truth, however brutal. I contacted Mark, a private investigator. Quiet, thorough, precise. He followed Sarah's steps when I couldn't. For 4 days he watched, recorded, and gathered everything I was too afraid to face. And then he brought me the truth. Sarah wasn't working late. She was spending her time with Alex. At first, it looked harmless. But soon, Mark's photos and notes revealed something more. Their closeness, their laughter, the touches that lingered too long. All of it spoke louder than words. Suddenly, everything added up. The late nights, the secrecy, the distance. She wasn't confiding in me anymore. She was giving that part of herself to him. When I confronted her with the evidence, the texts, the photos, the timeline, she tried to deny it, but she couldn't. Her face went pale. Fear and regret filled her eyes. And then she admitted it. Alex was a coworker. What began as simple friendship had turned into something more. She confessed she was torn between her career, her new life, and whatever feelings for me remained. And then she said the words that broke me. I don't know if I can choose you anymore. I stood there, frozen, crushed under the weight of betrayal. But at that moment, something inside me shifted. I realized this wasn't just about what she had done. It was about me, about reclaiming myself. I told her we needed space. I had to find out who I was outside of us. For the first time in years, I chose myself. I packed a bag, walked out of the home we built together, and gave myself the distance I desperately needed. It was excruciating, but necessary. In the weeks that followed, I poured myself into healing, therapy, long talks with old friends. Slowly, piece by piece, I began to rebuild. Yes, betrayal left its scars, but I decided it wouldn't define me. Sarah reached out, asking for forgiveness. But I knew the truth. Trust, once broken like that, was gone for good. So I made the hardest choice. I walked away. Betrayal cuts deep, but it only defines us if we let it. The real challenge isn't discovering the truth. It's finding the strength to let go of what no longer serves you. If you've ever been betrayed or found yourself stuck in a place you didn't belong, remember this. You have the power to take your story back. Have you been through something like this? How did you move forward? Share your story. I'd love to hear it. And above all, never forget this. You are stronger than you believe, and you deserve so much better.